Okay, this is Orlando Wilson. What I want to talk about in this video is how to properly hold a pistol. Now, there's a lot of debate in firearms world these days about the proper way to hold a pistol. Well, to me, it's pretty simple, it's pretty basic, there's no rocket science to it. The issue is, there's a lot of competition shooters that are influencing what I would say is the close protection firearms world, the defensive firearms world. No disrespect to the competition shooters, but you know what, you're playing games with guns. I don't shoot competition. I've been dealing with guns now professionally for 35 years. I've never shot competition. I do not play games with guns. Guns to me are weapons. Guns to me are for defensive purposes. They're tools, they're part of my business. Now, how to hold a pistol properly. This gun here is a Beretta Model 70. If you don't know the gun, then do your research. And if you don't know the gun, I'd say you don't know much about the firearms business, etc., or your gun history. Now, how do you hold a pistol? The pistol needs to fit in the crook of your hand. Your thumb pushes towards the center of the pistol grip, okay? Center of the frame. Your fingers lock around, your index finger is nice and tight, your other fingers don't over grip, because if you over grip, you bring down the tip, you bring down the muzzle. That gun needs to be in line with your forearm. Everything is straight. That way, especially if we're talking defensive shooting, especially if we're talking instinctive shooting, especially if we're talking shooting from the hip, everything needs to be lined up. Everything needs to be straight. We don't want that wrist kinked. Now, for two-handed grip, my grip is like so. And I'll explain one of the other grips in a moment, the competition grip. That's my grip. So that is how you grip a pistol for defensive purposes. Now, a lot of people, let me show you on a Glock. This is a Glock 17. Mags out, there's no rounds in the chamber, etc. Slides always to the rear, slides to the rear, that way you can see the gun is unloaded. So I grip the pistol the same. Some schools of thought, especially the competition world, is you bring your thumb up, and that way your left hand fits in, your weak hand fits in. Okay, this is fine for competition shooting. It's fine for playing games with guns. If you're comfortable with this and you can shoot accurately with this, no worries. My issue with this grip, on a lot of pistols, having your hand up here can interfere with the slide locks, safeties, etc. So again, I'm all for this grip because I'm keeping my thumb away from the slide, the working parts of the pistol. I know people say there's a small chance there's something going wrong. From defensive shooting perspective, we don't want anything to go wrong. We eliminate things that can go wrong. So keep this hand away from the slide, keep it away from any of the slide locks, etc. My other issue with this grip, a lot of people that shoot this grip, when we come over to shooting one-handed, their thumbs are like so. That's a weak grip. And a lot of people, when they're shooting from the hip, etc., have issues because this grip is weak. Always have a strong grip. And again, if you read some of my articles, etc., I explain about shooting one-handed. If you're in the close protection world, the defensive world, if you're driving, you're going to need to shoot one-handed. If you're escorting a client, you're going to need to shoot one-handed. If you're carrying baggage, luggage, dragging a casualty, you're going to have to shoot one-handed. This is a weak grip for one-handed shooting. This is a strong grip for one-handed shooting. So again, a lot of it depends on personal preference, but there's a lot of schools of thought out there at the moment saying this is the must grip. You have to shoot this way. You don't have to do anything. You need to find what works for you. And if your instructors know what they're talking about, they will show you multiple options for the grips, not just one option and tell you that's how you must do things. Because again, that's complete and utter BS. So I hope this video makes sense, because everything we teach is common sense, and everything we teach is geared towards defensive shooting, not competition shooting. If you want to play games with guns, respect, go play your games, but make sure your students, if you're teaching, understand that that's for playing games with guns. It's not defensive shooting, not close protection shooting. It's playing games with guns. So we're going to be throwing up more videos to do with firearms training. in addition to the other videos we've got up. And again, I've got 3 books up on Amazon at the moment, specifically to do with firearms and range management. So if you've got any questions, please feel free to reach out to me if you're connected on social media. If not, check our articles, check the blogs, and also check our podcast. In the meantime, be good, stay safe, stay out of trouble. And again, always question. And again, don't be afraid to try new techniques. Even if you're an instructor, says it doesn't work, it might work for you. This is where you have to learn what works for you.